Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, J-Rock Yoga. I'm Jess, and in today's flow, I'm going to be taking you through a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of strength, so something for everyone. If you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can hit the like button below. It helps me so much. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm at J-Rock Yoga, and my website is jrockyoga.com. Without further ado, let's get to the yoga. We're going to get started today in our child's pose. So come to the backs of your mats. Bring your knees nice and wide and the big toes will come to touch. And then you can go ahead and inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head, get really tall through your spine. And as you exhale, just gently crawl your fingertips down toward the earth. Let your forehead rest down on the mat. And as we settle in here, just taking notice of how our body is physically feeling today. Without any judgment, almost like we're just taking stock. And then we'll begin to notice our breath. Are we holding our breath? Are we breathing deeply, or are we breathing more shallow? We'll actively start to breathe in and out through the nose, slowing and lengthening our breath. Take a few moments here with just your breath, allowing your body to settle in this moment on your mat. On your next inhale, let's bring your awareness to your fingertips. Spread them wide on your mat and then start to walk them out toward the top of your mat. Almost like you're stretching the arms nice and long. Grip into your finger pads, and on your next inhale, draw your body up to a tabletop position. You'll find your shoulders stacked right above your wrists, and your hips will be stacked right above your knees. On your next inhale, let's drop the belly down toward the earth, scooping your heart forward, shoulder blades together on your back. And as you exhale, just round through the upper back and middle back, cat pose. Inhale, belly dropping down, opening your front body. And exhale to round. Inhale, opening. Exhaling, press and round. So to move with your own breath, move as fast or as slow as you need to go here. Just opening front and back body. Come through about one more round of each pose, and then we'll slowly start to come back to our neutral spine. And then walk your hands forward toward the front of your mat, spreading your finger bones wide. As you inhale, slowly start to draw the hips forward, opening up through the front of the heart, spiraling the biceps forward. And as you exhale, just round through the spine, press back into your child's pose. Inhale, gather through the core, start to pull your body up, let the hips dip, and at the top of your inhale, crown of head lifts, little cobra variation, and exhale, spine rounds. Child's pose. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, send it back. Inhale, come forward. And on your exhale, I want you to think about pressing into the hands so we lift up out of the shoulders, tucking the toes and just lifting the knees up off the ground, coming into a little bit of a upward facing dog, different type of variation. Pull the belly in, take an inhale, collarbone smile. And as you exhale, just gently bending the knees, send your tailbone up toward the sky, downward facing dog. We can start to walk out our dog, bending the right leg and straightening the left, and then switching. Just warming up the backs of the legs, the hamstrings. And we'll slowly find our stillness. Make sure our shoulders are about in line with the wrists. So wrists are about shoulder width apart, finger bones spread wide. Press the mat away from you. Shoulders broaden on the back. Knees can be bent as much as you need here, so they don't have to be straight if it doesn't feel good. On your next inhale, step your left foot in the center. Inhale your right leg all the way up toward the sky. And as you exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip toward the right side of your mat. Wrap your right armpit down and in. Lift the right knee high, high, high. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg and square off your hips. Spread your toes and squeeze the inner thighs together. You can bend the left knee if you need to. On your next inhale, let's open as straight as we can the right leg out toward the right. So it's almost like in an L shape, a right angle shape with the left leg. Keep it high, try and keep it hip height. Spread those toes. I know, turning on the outer hip, nice and early. Inhale, gaze forward. Maybe you come up on the right fingertips as you start to draw the right foot straight, 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 all the way forward until you step it around your right hand into a nice active lizard pose. Good, you can adjust here. Back knee is up off the ground. And walk your fingertips a little bit forward. As you inhale, gently find that cow pose, dropping into the hips, opening up through the heart. And now as you exhale, plant your hands, press into the earth, round the upper back, cat in a lizard. Inhale, hips drop, scoop the heart open, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, press into the hands, round. Move with your breath. Inhale, open front body. And exhale, press down and round. Inhale, open front body. Exhale, press down and round. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral position. And we're going to step the right foot back so that we're in a nice high plank here. Shoulders above the wrists, hug in the abdominals. Inhale, glide forward. Knees can drop if you need to. Exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time, all the way down onto the mat. One vertebrae at a time. 1 inch at a time. Yoga brain over here. Fingertips are in line with the tops of your shoulders. Press into the tops of your feet so that the kneecaps lift. As you inhale, lift up into cobra. And as you exhale, release down to your mat. Inhale, lift up. Use the back to do this. Shoulders away from the ears. Hug elbows in. Exhale everything down. One more. Inhale, cobra. And as you exhale, press through the knees, tuck your toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, step the right foot center. Inhale the left leg straight up toward the sky. Right knee can be bent. Spread the toes, square the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knee, open your hips over to the left side of the mat. Wrap the armpits in, keep lifting left knee higher. And on your next inhale, let's lengthen. Left leg back just straight. Spread those toes like you're pressing the ball mound of your foot on the wall behind you and squeeze the inner thighs. We're getting nice and long, waking up the leg here. On your next inhale, send the left leg out to the left. Try and keep it in line with the hip, almost like you're making big right angle with both legs. You should feel the outer hip talking to you. It should light up. Maybe you come up onto the left fingertips to make this easier, and keeping the leg straight, start to sweep it forward until it steps to the outer left hand. You end up in lizard. Good. Coming up to the fingertips, drop your hips down, scoop your heart forward, inhale. And as you exhale, plant the hands, round the upper back, cat pose and lizard. Inhale, hips down, scoop your heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, scoop. Really getting into those hips, open the front body. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, come on back to neutral. Ground both of your hands and step the left foot gracefully back to plank. On your next inhale, glide forward, and 1 inch at a time, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck your toes. Preparing for cobra. Inhale, use the back to lift yourself up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, hold. Press into the hands, lift the hips, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, let's lift all the way up onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, drop the heels to the left, press into the hands and sink your sitting bones toward the heels. Big stretch. Inhale, come back to center, up on the tippy toes. Exhale, drop heels to the right, press into the hands, sitting bones towards heels, big stretch. Inhale, back to center, up on the tippy toes. Wrap the armpits, stay here. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Keeping the toes nice and spread, start to straighten that leg out to the right, find that 90-degree angle, and how slow can it make its way to the front of your mat. Beautiful. Both hands are inside of your right foot. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn the toes to the right side of your mat, anchor your left hand. Drop the left hip as much to the ground as you can, and then inhale, press into the razor sharp edges of the feet. Lift the hips, right arm over your right ear. Stretching in the outer right hip. Breathe in, and breathe out, spiraling your heart up toward the sky. One more inhale, and as you exhale, come to runner's lunge, right foot in the center of your hands, up on the back toes. Inhale, scoop the heart forward. Exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, rise to your crescent lunge. Gentle bend in the back knee so that the core can engage. Take a moment, our first really standing posture of the practice. Lift through the back of the neck and the crown of the head. As you inhale, start to scoop the heart up. Start to lean the heart back, but we're not going back, we're going up and over. Maybe we goalpost the arms. Don't lose the deep bend in your right knee. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out. On your next inhale, sweep the arms back up over your head, straighten the front leg. Press to the ball mound of your right foot, and as you exhale, open the arms to a T, flat back. Start to straighten the back as you lower down halfway. You should feel a big, deep stretch in the back of the right leg. Scoop the heart forward, nice flat back. Shoulder blades hugging together. Maybe there's a baby bend in the front knee because that feels better on the hamstring. That's okay. Do what feels good to you. Breath in and breath out. Nice flat line. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, hands frame your right foot. Inhale up onto the fingertips. Exhale to hold. Inhale, right arm sweeps up to the sky. Wide stance twisting triangle. You can be up on the back toes, trying to stack wrists over elbows over shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, both hands come to the mat, step back to high plank. Optional vinyasa, or straight to down dog. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's float the left leg straight up toward the sky. Spread your toes, left leg is as straight as you can possibly make it. Inhaling to open the left leg into that nice L shape. Maybe you come up on the left fingertips and with control, keep it straight. Energy out the ball mound. Step it all the way forward into your lizard pose. As you inhale, come up to the fingertips. And as you exhale, anchor the right hand as the toes turn to the left. Start to sink the hips down as much as the outer hips allow, and then inhale, press into the razor sharp edges of the feet. Lift your hips, stretch outer left hip. Left arm over ear, beautiful. Spiral your heart up toward the sky and lean right shoulder back. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale, lift those hips. And as you exhale, come back into a runner's lunge. Left foot in the center of your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, gather your core. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Baby bend in the back knee to engage your core. Lift up through heart space, lift up through crown of head. Slowly start to lift the heart and lift your gaze. Taking it into a gentle heart lifted back bend. Think up and over. We're going up and over a ball behind us. Maybe the arms cactus. Gentle bend in the left knee if it feels good. Don't lose that bend. Inhale, expand the heart. Exhale, little surrender. Inhale, come on back to center, coming into your crescent lunge. Straightening the left leg. Open your arms to a T, inhale. And as you exhale, dive, flat back, halfway. Good, you can have a baby bend in the left knee. Press to the ball mound of the left big toe. Arms are wide, we're flying. Think halfway lift in this posture. Breath in and breath out. Beautiful, graceful, strong. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. One more inhale. And as you exhale, hands frame your left foot. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hold. Inhale, sweep the left arm all the way up to the sky, finding a wide twisting triangle. Good. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward, and exhale, lean it back and twist. Nice big stretches. One more inhale. And as you exhale, hands plant on the ground, step back, high plank to low plank, or straight to down dog. Take a big breath in and out. On your next inhale, let's float the right leg up toward the sky. And on your exhale, straight leg out to the right. Just like we've been doing our whole practice, step the right foot forward into lizard pose. Place the back knee on the ground. Good work. We're going to come into a more true version of lizard. It's just not the active version. So back knee is down on the ground. Inhale to scoop the heart forward and slowly start to walk your hands forward. You should feel this in the top of the left thigh and the inner right thigh, the right glute. If this isn't enough for you, you can go ahead and place your elbows on the ground, your forearms on the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Really just allowing the breath to be your point of focus, allowing the opening in the bellies of the muscle. And if you're down and it doesn't feel great, you can come up, you can go back down. Know that we're not statues. We're allowed to move. We're allowed to explore how the posture feels in our body. Very good. Slowly, if you were down, come on back up. Press into the hands. Send the right foot back to meet the left. Walk it out. On your next inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. Find that L shape and straight with energy. Step all the way around, nice and slow to lizard pose. Good. Place your right knee down on the ground. I can feel the hips nice and getting warm, getting a little bit softer here. As you inhale, let's come up onto the fingertips and start to walk forward. It's almost like we're dipping the belly, right? And then remember, you can always come down to the forearms if this feels better. If you do a lot of running or weight training or anything else, it might not be feasible or it might not feel good to do this. And that's okay. You can come back up. You can keep the hands forward. You can keep them in. What matters most is that you're breathing steady and that we're paying attention to the sensations in our own body. My practice isn't your practice and vice versa. So we have to do what feels good in our own bodies. Good. If you lowered down, come on back up. Plant your hands and step the left foot back into down dog. Good. Pedal out the legs. Should feel nice and open, warm in the hips. Good. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, let's walk your feet forward and come to a nice seat. We're gonna finish off our flexibility practice today with a little bit of a 90-degree stretch. So we're going to take our right shin parallel to the front of our mat, as parallel as we can, and then we're going to send our left leg back behind us, and we're gonna find a 90-degree. So, right knee is in line with the hip, right ankle is in line with the knee, and then left knee is in line with the hip, left ankle is in line with the knee. Now, finding these 90-degree angles, we're then going to inhale to turn our torso forward, and we're going to exhale, slowly walk down. So a little bit of a different stretch here. And then I want you to just kind of come into your breath and just let it tell you when you can go down more, go down deeper. I'm gonna stay here for a few moments, so feel free to wiggle, adjust, and really just drip down onto the mat. And let it feel good, so even if there's a little bit of tension, even if there's a little bit of, ooh, I've never felt this before, see if we can breathe into it and explore that. Maybe we can kind of ease into the tension. If it's pain, please don't do it. But if it is tension, see if we can breathe, hold, and stay with until the tension subsides, until we find a little bit of relaxation. Deep breaths in and out. And we'll slowly inhale to come on back up. We're going to press in to the outer edges of the feet, come through center, and just switch to the back of our mats. Good. So we might need to adjust the feet just a little bit, but we've got the left knee in line with the left ankle and the right knee in line with the right ankle, everything lining up to our hips. Inhale, spiral the spine to the back of the mat, and as you exhale, just slowly start to crawl down to your degree. Feeling the stretch in the inner right thigh and the outer left hip. And just allowing the softness to kind of come over us. Hear your breath like gentle ocean waves. And maybe over time we'll sink in a little bit more, we'll let go a little bit more and allow the pose to just be what it is. And when you're ready, inhale, come all the way back up. We'll press into the outer edges of the feet and make our way to a seat facing the front, and slowly, slowly roll all the way down to our backs. We'll take our feet a little bit wider than hip width, our arms out to a T, and gently drop the knees over to the left as we shift our gaze to the right. Big exhales, the hard work is done, you did it. Then we'll inhale the knees back to center and gently place them to the right as we gaze to the left. Slowly coming back to center. Hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug and a big squeeze before lengthening the legs out nice and long. Let your toes drop to either side. The palms will face up. Let's all take a big breath in together. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Release control of your breath. Release control of the physical body. And take rest, Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you like this class, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have so many videos and I put new ones out all of the time. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I'm at jrockyoga. And if you'd like more flows, longer flows, a yoga membership, blog posts, my website is jrockyoga.com. I'll see you next week. Hi, baby. You're a little late today, huh? A little late.